We are the HR officers. In today's film, we will be presenting the authentic leadership theory. Overall, this theory suggests that authentic leaders are genuine, self-aware, and transparent in their actions, which helps them build trust with their team. Authentic leaders focus on shared values, encouraging open communication, and fostering a positive and inclusive work environment. In our film, we will analyze how utilizing this theory can help a leader empower employees who work with AI agents to move from envy, which is the desire to have a quality, possession, or other desirable attribute belonging to somebody else, into the emotion of courage, which is the ability to face fear, danger, or difficulty with confidence and determination. Now, enjoy the show. Hi guys.
Hi, how are you?
Okay, I really need this break. It's been a day. But you didn't hear it from me, okay? Our paychecks are going to be a little light this week.
What? Why?
They're moving a bunch of our funding to the AI.
Wait, why?
Yeah.
Okay, I think we should do something about this. This is unfair. We only need AI to take our job. I can't believe they lied to me. Yesterday, Janice told me that I got the promotion for business partner. I made it. But the next day, today, she told me that in AI, someone not human, robotic, took my position. This just is unfair.
You want to go check it out?
Yeah, we should check it out. Yeah, let's go.
I think I'm just going to stay here, honestly.
You sure?
Yeah, I think I'm just going to eat my lunch.
You
I
can
need
watch-
this break.
You can watch our food then.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't think AI is really hurting us that much. I honestly really need this job. So I'm just going to stay and do my work and not really mess around with that.
Here she is.
So if I remember correctly, this is her control panel.
Oh, there's no kill, I'll tell you.
No.
That'd be terrible.
Wow.
Oh my god.
They gave her a $20,000 upgrade.
I think that's a big thing. Wait, what was it?
$20,000 for her latest update.
$20,000 and they still give her a fake wig.
Dude, we cannot let this happen. Okay, we need to plan a sabotage. Are you guys in?
Sabotage.
Yeah, sabotage.
So basically, make her not so helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They need to realize we don't need AI to do our jobs.
Right.
We'll just come back about 5 hours in today at 8 p.m. What do you think? Okay. Just make sure she's home.
Let's leave before we
Let's
get
go.
I think this is the room.
Yep. Okay, we have to hurry. Okay, so the head panel should be located behind her head. Wow, this is such a fake way for a budget. Okay. Ah, what the hell?
Do you know what you're doing?
No.
Move. This goes here. Then this goes there. A lot of twitching. There goes. Twitch. I think that should be good.
Hopefully she doesn't kill us.
Okay, I'm turning her on.
Bonjour, je suis Cortex.
What? That's not English.
That's not English.
Cortex, what's the weather in Sacramento, California?
Il fait actuellement 15 degrés et il pleut.
This could be a really good thing because
Yeah.
she doesn't need to speak.
She does not need to be English. So
She doesn't seem like she's gonna help much.
Okay. I'm gonna turn her back off.
Alright, sounds good.
And
Put the glasses back on.
so she can turn. Okay.
Okay, guys, let's get out of here.
Good morning, Cortex. Bonjour, je suis Cortex.
Well, that's not right. There's a screw missing.
Error 404, punchline not found.
I don't know who's done this.
Hi, Janice. I got your email.
Yes. To speak with you?
Is it about the project?
Oh, no, it's something separate. We've had some malfunctioning with our AI program, and because your PIN was used to enter the building and you were actually caught on the AI's cameras messing with the programs, just wanted to bring you in and give you an opportunity to let me know where you're coming from.
Listen, she's taking our employees' jobs. The paycheck has been cut in half. We have bills, we have things to pay off. I don't know, I just feel like I don't feel valued. I worked hard. I get that the AI has all the experiences, but we worked hard. I have a degree, I have a master's degree in this.
I mean, I get where he's coming from, but the machines took our jobs isn't exactly a new complaint.
Well, I understand where you're coming from, John. I'd like to share a little story from my past with you. In the beginning of my career, I started at a very small branch as a bank teller, and during my time there, they made some upgrades to the automated teller machine. And so people were pretty much skipping the line and going to the ATM even during business hours. So I was really upset. I had nothing to do. Everybody was bored. But the truth is, the reduction in those menial tasks allowed me to learn more about the bank and to learn more about how I could serve the customers in other ways. I was still worth something in the bank, even though the ATM was able to do a good portion of my job. It allowed me to understand my potential and lead me to where I am today.
You don't have to compete with the AI. It's here to complement you in your job.
You're right, but it's just frustrating. We need to create boundaries. They can't just take our entire position.
There are some boundaries that we could probably come to an agreement on.
So I think we can use this as a learning opportunity. So why don't you go ahead and just schedule some time this week to sit down and learn about how the AI can actually help you do better at your job.
Okay. Cortex?
Hello, John.
Do you have time to chat?
Yeah, sure.
So, yesterday about the sabotage, I would like to apologize for my actions.
Totally understand. Don't worry, I'm not resentful. We are here to cooperate.
Okay, perfect. Janice let me know to have you on my project so we can try to work together.
Yeah, sure, I'm here for you.
Alright. And I'm guessing you already have it in your tablet?
Yeah, everything is inside.
Alright, let's get started working.
Let's go. Nice, good work. Look at you two.
Hello, Janice. How are you?
Hello, Janice.
So happy to see you guys working together. Done right?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And again, I just want to apologize for my actions.
Well, I'm glad it's all working out. I'm glad that you've seen that everybody has value in this company. And I'm really happy to see you turning your envy into courage.
We are here to cooperate.
Exactly.
Great job.
Cortex isn't that bad.
I know.
Oh, okay, this will work.
Okay, the last part of the list, film for United. The movie United, we see that there are some employees, I mean especially John, the major character, he gets the promotion and then learns that instead of him, the pay is cut in half, and instead of him, it goes to the development of AI, and he has this jealousy and envy feelings, and he would like to destroy it. He would like to give harm to the AI, to sabotage. I mean, we see that tension, we see that feelings a lot, and they don't feel valued. And if we are not valued, then we'll give harm. I think that's a very common human behavior when the things are not fair or just. I mean, in some sense, they do it in a very primitive way, and they get caught pretty easily because of getting watched. That to me was the essence of having an AI, because if this were a real person, then probably the response and the envy and the sabotage would have been a lot more elaborate, and also a lot harsher, a lot more emotional. And the manager's response in turn would also be that this would be an HR issue, right? But I think that was an interesting twist in there. So, and that brings us like, what are the rights of AI? And I know I'm sounding terrible to you, Elisabeth, probably, but does this AI agent have any rights to be protected? And then in this movie, not, right? Hence, everything was sort of like almost childish in the sense that the AI is not necessarily a human being in there, it's just a machine. And the manager's response was,
okay, you've done something wrong. It's almost like, you actually pressed the wrong button in this machine kind of thing, rather than, you know what, you damaged a human being. You should not be doing that. So that response to me was very counterintuitive, because the leader really differentiated AI agent from a real human being, and didn't make a big deal out of it, saying that, this is just a machine and I understand you, and gave the human attention to the human being, and treated the AI as a machine, which I think was a good divide. And to your point, Elisabeth, I think we should be careful about how we are going to treat human beings as human beings, and we should. But should we treat AI agents as human beings? Maybe not. Maybe we should just still continue treating them as just machines.
Yeah. And also one final thing that I would like to add about this movie is at the end, they find a way to cooperate, but at the end of the day, they are not still synchronized. They cannot even high-five. That was also a nice thing. Still, okay, we work together, but still, we don't know how to synchronize. So we are not in harmony yet. So that's what I take from the movie.
And also the allocation of resources, I think, is going to become a big issue in the future. But then you've got these more elaborate AI agents, they're going to require maintenance, which is going to be a part of budgets. And I think that was an interesting point in there, that this resource, then I'm not getting my salary increase like this AI agent is getting this $20,000 upgrade. So that's where, again, this human versus machine rivalry will come in. And for human beings, it's going to be real, because they have family, they have to spend that money for other people, whereas AI agents just needs an upgrades. But for a managerial perspective, they might actually invest as well more on AI, because that's where the productivity comes from. So these are some big questions, I think, that's been triggered in that film.
Yeah, where is that team? Can you raise your hands? We have just a few of you here in the back. So to summarize, to be very clear, you are awesome, and you raised these such larger, economic questions that we're facing, and in no universe would you be expected to solve them. But the fact that you raised them in this incredibly short piece that was really just focused on how to resolve a managerial dynamic, we applaud that, yeah?
Hi, I'm Suzanne Deers. I graduated from Sac State with MIS and accounting. My entire career was in IT. My first class in computing here at Sac State was on punch cards. So it gives you an idea of where I've come. So guess what?
Before or after ATMs?
Yeah, so I have a comment about ATMs and on AI. AI was made by humans, punching data into not punch cards anymore, but nevertheless a computer. And I think we really need to step back and say AI is a tool for us humans to use. Right now, in the short term, it is not a human being. It is a tool. And by the way, it has bias. If you've read anything about AI, if AI has mostly been created here in the United States, but what if it was created in Kazakhstan or Namibia or Angola or some remote island somewhere? Would it have a different bias? What if it was made all by females? Would it have a different bias? Anyway, I love this film festival. It's my favorite event of the whole year. Thank you.
It's just kind of interesting because all these films are just so similar and so different at the same time. Because they're kind of similar because they all use AI and they all kind of have something to do with what you taught them in class, and they're different because they all have a different solution of solving them.
Any other comments or suggestions? Carlos?
So first of all, Hakan, congratulations on another successful film festival. 14, so congratulations to you on that. This is probably my 10th. Virginia, I think, has me beat. She's probably started with the first one. So. No, excellent job to all the students in terms of really, and it's easier said than done in terms of connecting theory to practice. We call it praxis in the academy, so good job with that. In terms of, the issues are complex, particularly with AI and the various topics that were displayed across the films. A lot of times I think we're challenged when we're saying one leadership style and approach or theory does justice to the complexity of an issue, right? Are we, and I guess this is a question for all the film participants, are we forcing it? Are we forcing one versus approaching it from a more eclectic approach, more a multidisciplinary approach in terms of not only one, but multiple leadership styles to do justice to the complexity of the issue? For example, member leadership exchange, transformational, situational, those three at the same time talking to the complexity of AI in the issue. So I'll leave and maybe the participants can actually answer this question. Are you shortchanging the complexity of the issue by just using one particular leadership approach versus an integrative approach using multiple leadership styles?
Thank you, Provost. And I think that explains what viewing all the 4 films have been so powerful to me this year, because they all, that's why I put the word elephant in there. We need to tame this elephant, like what is AI? Is it going to become a profession, a new academic field? It's an industry, it's a new form of employee, and every film, every theory kind of brought a different light. Maybe the topic is so huge that none of the theories really fully captured the whole thing, and intuitively, being a leadership expert, you verbalize that like very eloquently. Exactly, the AI is such a huge phenomenon that maybe we should start integrating leadership theories to address some of the challenges that we cannot address by one theory.